Ever think you had a horror movie figured out, only to have your mind blown by a shocking twist? Yeah, me too. That's the power of a great plot twist, and today we're counting down the top 5 plot twists that left us with our jaws on the floor. So grab your popcorn, make your way to your seat, and get ready for some major spoilers on this episode of Ranking the Rumble. Welcome back to WWH. My name is Andrew Dreamer. In the world of horror movies where jump scares and creepy atmospheres reign supreme, a well-executed plot twist can be the game changer that elevates a film from good to unforgettable. It's that moment that yanks the rug out from under you, shattering your assumptions and leaving you reeling. This sudden shift can have a profound impact on the viewing experience in a number of ways. Firstly, a plot twist injects a fresh wave of terror. By subverting expectations and introducing a new layer of danger or threat, it keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. They're no longer sure who to trust, what to believe, or what horrors might lurk around the next corner. This heightened sense of unease can be far more effective than a predictable scare tactic. Secondly, a plot twist can force viewers to reevaluate everything they've seen thus far. They're prompted to go back and analyze the film with newfound knowledge, piecing together clues they might have missed before. This deeper engagement with the narrative adds a layer of intellectual intrigue to the horror experience, making the film more than just a collection of jump scares. Finally, a masterfully crafted plot twist can leave a lasting impact. It becomes the moment you remember most vividly, the one that you tell your friends about with wide eyes and a gasp. It elevates the film from a fleeting thrill to a genuinely thought-provoking and disturbing experience that sticks with you. But now, let's head down to the ring and get this ranking rumble started. Starting us off at number 5 is Triangle, released in 2009. The film hinges on a mind-bending plot twist that completely recontextualizes the entire narrative. Throughout the movie, we follow Jess, a traumatized mother who finds herself trapped on a mysterious ocean liner after a sailing accident. The initial terror stems from the violent encounters with a group of murderous doppelgangers and the relentless pursuit by a masked figure. The true shocker, however, lies in the revelation that Jess is stuck in a time loop. We discover this through subtle clues and seemingly nonsensical repetitions. The final scenes throw everything into a sharp relief. We see Jess back on land, finally seemingly escaping her nightmare. However, a horrifying glimpse into the past reveals the true source of her torment. She was directly responsible for the death of her young son. The opening scene where she argues impatiently with the taxi driver takes on a whole new meaning. It becomes clear that Jess is being punished for past transgressions, reliving her guilt and grief in an endless cycle of death and despair. The twist elevates Triangle beyond a typical slasher flick. It injects a layer of existential dread, forcing us to contemplate the consequences of our choices and the possibility of being trapped in a personal purgatory. The cyclical nature of the loop emphasizes the overwhelming nature of grief and trauma, leaving a lasting sense of hopelessness and unease. By the way, don't miss a single bone-crushing upload. Hit that subscribe button, unleash the horrors, and become a member of the WWH Universe. We're not just wrestling with horror. We're delivering it to your screen every week. Our number 4 entrant is a true classic, Psycho, released in 1960. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho is a masterclass in suspense, but its true brilliance lies in the now iconic plot twist that shatters expectations. But this film actually has 2 amazing plot twists. See, the film initially focuses on Marion Crane, a young woman on the run after stealing a large sum of money. We follow her journey to a secluded motel run by the seemingly harmless Norman Bates. Marion's brutal murder in the shower scene is a shocking moment, but it's only the first layer of the deception. The narrative then shifts gears, following private investigator Arbogast and Marion's sister Lila on their quest to find Marion. Norman emerges as a key character, appearing shy and withdrawn, dominated by his overbearing mother, who runs the motel. As the investigation deepens, we're led to believe the unseen mother is the true villain, responsible for Marion's demise. The true shocker hits when the mother is revealed to be a corpse in the fruit cellar. The perpetrator? Norman himself. We learn he suffers from dissociative identity disorder, manifesting as a controlling and murderous personality he identifies with as his mother. This twist rewrites everything we thought we knew about Norman and throws the entire narrative into question. The seemingly meek motel owner is a monster in disguise, blurring the lines between reality and delusion for both Norman and us as the audience. The impact of Psycho's twist is undeniable. It redefined horror cinema, showcasing the power of psychological terror and the unexpected villain. It left audiences questioning their perception of reality and forever changed the game of storytelling. Let's keep moving now. Number 3 in this ranking rumble is Saw, released in 2004. Now, I know we just talked about this movie in the last video, but I couldn't leave it off this list. Saw established itself as a genre leader thanks in no small part to its mind-blowing plot twist. Throughout the film, Dr. Gordon and Adam are trapped in a disgusting, secluded bathroom. The tension builds as they race against time to decipher clues and escape the deadly trap they found themselves in. We see a corpse lying on the floor, assumed to be just another Jigsaw victim, adding to the atmosphere of helplessness. However, in a scene that left audiences speechless, the corpse sits up and reveals himself to be John Kramer, the very Jigsaw killer himself they've been trying so desperately to escape. This sudden shift throws everything into question. The seemingly helpless victim is not only alive, but the mastermind behind the entire ordeal. The key to Adam's escape, revealed to be down the drain, becomes a cruel twist of fate. The impact of this reveal is multifaceted. Firstly, it adds a layer of depth to the character of Jigsaw. He's not just a faceless killer, but a man driven by a twisted philosophy about appreciating life. Secondly, it injects a surge of terror into the narrative. The danger isn't confined to elaborate traps. It lurks unseen, potentially anywhere. Finally, the twist leaves a lasting impression. It forces viewers to reevaluate the entire film, searching for hidden clues and a deeper understanding of Jigsaw's motivations. Saw's plot twist isn't just a shock, it's a catalyst for a more thoughtful exploration of the film's themes. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Sleepaway Camp, released in 1983. This film's plot twist isn't just a shocker, it's a gut punch that redefines everything you thought you knew about the story. Throughout the film, we follow Angela, a withdrawn teenager sent to Camp Arawak after a traumatic childhood experience. She's bullied by the other campers and even some of the counselors, and a series of brutal murders begin to plague the camp. We're led to believe a deranged killer is targeting the camp staff and the counselors. The final scene throws everything into disarray. As the remaining survivors confront the apparent killer, a shocking reveal unfolds. Angela isn't quite who she seems. In a moment of sheer horror, it's revealed that Angela is actually Peter, Angela's brother, who was presumed dead in a boating accident years ago. See, now it's not the fact that Angela was the killer that's shocking, it's this. His traumatized aunt raised him as a girl, and the bullying at camp triggered a violent revenge spree. This twist is controversial, to say the least. On the surface, it can be seen as exploitative and insensitive. However, some argue it's a more nuanced portrayal of trauma and repressed rage. Regardless of the interpretation, the twist undeniably elevates the film. It flips the script on the typical summer camp slasher formula, leaving viewers deeply disturbed and questioning everything they thought they understood about the characters and their motivations. The lingering image of a seemingly innocent girl transformed into a brutal killer is a testament to the power of the twist's disturbing impact. Alright, before we unveil our number 1 entrant in this ranking rumble, we have to take a short break, so stick around for more WWH action. If you want to save 20% from Redcon 1, all you have to do is type in code AndrewDreamer12 when you're checking out, and you will immediately receive 20% off your entire order. Head over to prowrestlingtees.com/AndrewDreamer to check out some of my merchandise as well. And last but not least, head over to Patreon and consider becoming a member of the WWH Universe. We've got some really cool things going on over there, and we would love to have you join. Let's get back to the show. We're back, and it's time to reveal my favorite plot twist of all time, so let's just get right to it. Our number one entrant, the best plot twist of all time, is from The Boy, released in 2016. The seemingly straightforward premise of The Boy takes a chilling turn with a plot twist that burrows under your skin. We're introduced to Greta, an American nanny hired to care for an 8-year-old boy named Brahms in a remote English village. The catch? Brahms isn't a living child, but a life-size porcelain doll the Hilshers treat as their own, a way to cope with the loss of their son 20 years prior. The film plays on the unnerving nature of the doll and a set of strict rules surrounding its care. The initial fear comes from the possibility of the doll being possessed by Brahms' spirit. Strange occurrences and Greta's growing unease with the situation fuel this belief. However, the true shocker lies not in the supernatural, but in the horrifying reality. In a final showdown, it's revealed that Brahms, the actual son, is not dead. He emerges out of a destroyed mirror, shocking everybody, including me.
It's Brahms.
He's been living a twisted existence within the walls of the house all along. The seemingly nonsensical rules were a way for him to control his environment and the people in it. The leftovers Greta keeps finding hidden away weren't for the doll, but for Brahms himself. This twist flips the script entirely. The threat wasn't a malevolent spirit, but a disturbed and desperate individual clinging to a fragile existence. It adds a layer of tragic complexity to the story, making Brahms a far more terrifying villain. We're left grappling with the implications of his hidden life and the lengths he'll go to maintain it. The Boy's twist isn't just a jump scare, it's a revelation that just sticks with you long after the credits roll, leaving you questioning the lines between sanity and survival. And that's why this is my favorite twist of all time. But that's going to wrap up this episode of Ranking Rumble. Let me know in the comments what your favorite horror movie plot twists are, because frankly, there are a lot to choose from. And if you enjoyed this look at some jaw-dropping moments in horror history, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode. And remember, in the squared circle of horror, there's no count out for nightmares. My name is Andrew Dreamer, and this is Wrestling with Horror.